comments. I guess nowadays people just can't seem to learn and differentiate what kind of opinions or contents that should be posted, that should be kept, and what should be voiced out. I am at a loss forward seeing how our world has evolved in a very disgusting way, where people normalize sexual assaults, harassment, and sexual remarks in general. I mean, just open up on any social media. TikTok is one of the easiest and relatable examples that I can give. Just look at some of the contents. If I were to have a girlfriend, she'd have to have TikTok so that she could choke me with it. Ew! And for some dance videos, instead of focusing on the dance, some just choose to focus on private body parts, even though the dance is not arousing or sexual at all. Furthermore, there are also type of people who blame the content creators for asking for it, or the so-called religious people who give advice in a backhanded way, or simply saying and giving advice in disguise. People should really learn to lower their gaze and stop sexualizing things that are not even sexual. I honestly don't know if it's safe to live in our era now. If only people know better.
Now, let me show you the several ways when a person is harassing you. First, they are making jokes, comments, or gestures about you in a sexual way. Then, spreading rumors in person by text or online. Writing a sexual message about someone in public places also can consider as sexual harassment. Then, when someone shows you inappropriate pictures or videos, they will ask you to send naked pictures of yourself. Last but not least, touching, grabbing, or groping you in a deliberately sexual way, like brushing up their body against you. As you can see, sexual harassment can be in any kind of form, and it doesn't have to be a physical contact. In addition, some of them can be heard as a compliment to you, but the truth is, it doesn't.
Ain Husniza Case, a student at a state secondary school in Puncak Alam said the male teacher had made the comment as the topic of sexual harassment was being discussed. So, the class had been talking about law that protect minors from sexual abuse and harassment, when the teacher suddenly interjected, "If you want to rape someone, make sure they are above 18. And Ain was disgusted. So, in April 2021, Ain had taken to social media to expose her teacher for making rape jokes during a physical and health education class. So, after the posting was viral, she has received a writ of summons and a statement of claim from the teacher who was accused of making rape jokes in a class. So, based on the picture, we can see most of the comments from the keyboard warrior are attacking the way of Ain dressing, which could lead to sexual harassment. They're also joking to rape her, but it actually are biased from what is the intention of her uploading in the social media to defend herself from the sex joke made by her teacher.
As you all know, in Malaysia, there are no specific laws that are dedicated to the sexual harassment issue. But don't worry, there are a few laws that we can use against the sexual harassment. The first one is the Penal Code Act 574, and the second one is the Communication and Multimedia 1988. And the latest law that we have that can be used for the sexual harassment issue is the Tort of Sexual Harassment that was established on 2016. Laws of Tort of Sexual Harassment was first introduced by the case of Muhammad Rizwan Abdul Razak. Muhammad Rizwan and Puan Asmah were both an employee at Tabung Haji. Puan Asmah claimed that his supervisor made inappropriate joke, unsolicited marriage proposal, and vulgar word as his laptop password. The superior also claimed that her complaint was defamatory and decided to sue Asmah for defamation. In return, Asmah counterclaimed damage that she faces relied on a psychiatrist report to explain repercussion of harassment on her. You must be wondering what kind of comments that lead to this complaint. Here are a few remarks left by him. Kalau cari husband, cari yang beragama. Bertanggungjawab macam I. You kena buat sembahyang istikharah, dan kalau you mimpi, you akan berjimat dengan orang tu. You nak kahwin dengan I tak? I banyak duit tau. You ni selalu sangat sakit. You kena kahwin tau. You nak tak laki orang? Because of this, Asmah was diagnosed with major depression as she was caught up on office banter every day. In the end, the judges decided to undertake some judicial activism and decided to import tort of sexual harassment to our legal judicial system. Thus, in the end, Muhammad Rizwan Abdul Razak was sued under the Tort of Sexual Harassment 2016. Whom to reach when you get sexually harassed? So here are a few major NGO that you can contact with. The first one is Awam. The second one is Women AIDS Organization. The third one is Talinisa. And the fourth one is WCC Penang.
If you are being harassed, don't blame yourself.
The idea of someone was asking for it just because of what you did, said, or were wearing is false and unacceptable.
Remember, no one has the right to sexually harass or bully anyone else, no matter what.
Your voice matters.